Hello again, all my friends. This is our fourth video of the measurement unit. We are going to be looking at area of a triangle, and this shape here, I'm not exactly sure what that's called. Maybe someone else can tell me. What is this shape called?
I think that has to be the triangle, and
That's
the
not
other
a triangle.
one.
This is a triangle. It's a trapezoid.
It's a trapezoid.
If you don't know by now, I, as always, am Mr. Benjamin, and I have a very special guest, and I'm very, very, very excited. Happy faces everywhere. Very happy to introduce my friend,
Mrs. Terrio.
Mrs. Terrio is here. She's finally joined us for a video.
No spelling mistakes.
No, so I know, I always miss the R. I'm very sorry about that. We're going to put a big smiley face there. So, we're going to continue on now. We're going to recall from last week, last lesson. The last lesson we looked at area of specific shapes. So this right here is our rectangle, this is our square, and this is our, what's that shape?
I think it's the parallelogram.
That's the parallelogram. Thank you, Miss Terrio. So, the base formula for our area is equal to an object's length times its width. The length and the width of a rectangle, the length is always this longer edge here, and these two are always equal. The width is the shorter edge, these two being equal. When we get to a square, all four sides are the same. So we really don't have to worry about which one's length and which one's width. But when we get to this parallelogram, this guy over here, it's slightly different. Remember, we've got the base, which is this long side, that's our base, and we have the height. The height is this area here, which makes the H. And that's why we use the H, that's the height.
That's so smart.
Today we're going to be looking at the area of a triangle and the area of a trapezoid. Now the trapezoid's a lot harder. No, I don't want to say that. The trapezoid's a bit different, but it's okay. You know why it's okay? Miss Terrio, why is it okay?
I'm not sure. You tell them.
We have Miss Terrio to explain how to find the area of a trapezoid. I'm so excited. So before we get into that, let's look at the area of our triangle. We're going to get rid of this here. I don't want to worry about that right now. So our base area is generally base times height, but that's for a square or a rectangle. But what is a square and a rectangle? If I draw a square right here, and I cut it in half, what do I end up with? I end up with two triangles. So we're going to take that same formula, base times height, and we're going to divide it by 2. 2 triangles. So area is equal to 1/2 of base times height, or area of a triangle is equal to base times height divided by 2. It's the exact same formula either way. And the reason for that is there's 2 triangles in every rectangle or square. So let's really quickly look at an example. So here we have our triangle. And just like our parallelogram, our triangle has a base and a height. The base is the bottom. The height is the shape that makes the H. So in this case, we have area of the triangle equals base times height divided by 2. We've labeled our base as 5 centimeters, this side right here, and our height as 3.5 centimeters. Our height we can see is over here. Remember, the H gives us the height. When we do the calculation, we see that 5 times 3.5 centimeters gives us 17.5 centimeters. But we then have to divide that number by 2. And that gives us 8.5 centimeters squared. Remember our units. This is centimeters squared, not just centimeters. We're going to really quickly erase all this and go through it once more. So we're going to go over that example once more. I'm going to draw myself a little triangle here. Kind of looks like a witch's hat, but don't worry about that. The base of the triangle is this side here. The height of the triangle, the height will always make that H. So we're going to write our formula. Area of a triangle is equal to the triangle's base times the triangle's height. So if we're going to give these some values, am I missing something?
Are you forgetting something?
I'm forgetting something, aren't I? What am I forgetting, Miss Sarah?
Oh, I think you have to divide it by 2.
Oh, we have to divide it by 2. Good call. Why do we have to divide it by 2?
Oh, because look, there is right. So if you cut in half a triangle, a square or a rectangle,
we end up with 2 triangles. That's why we have to divide it by 2. Now we're going to get rid of all that fun stuff. Whoops, we need that one. Let's get that 2 back in there. So let's give this triangle some value. So the base, we're going to say the base is, whoops, don't want to do that. We're going to say the base is 5 centimeters, and we're going to say the height is 3.5 centimeters. So we can now put our values in. So the area of the triangle is equal to 5 centimeters times 3.5 centimeters. All of that is divided by 2. This gives us 17.5 centimeters divided by 2. And Miss Terrio is going to take over because I'm getting a phone call.
Okay, so if you divide 17.5 divided by 2 is going to give you half of that, which it will be
Okay, Miss Terrio, I'll take it from here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I apologize. I got a phone call. I had to throw Miss Terrio in there. So where we left off was we were at 17.5 divided by 2. When we divide 17.5 by 2, we end up with 8.75 centimeters squared. And that is our answer. That is the area of our triangle. So now I'm going to pass it over to Miss Terrio because she's going to explain the trapezoid, which is much, much more difficult. We need a more experienced individual to do this one.
Okay, I'm trying to do that. All right, so the trapezoid is called also a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides. One, you see here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. So side A and side B are parallel sides. Parallel means that 2 lines that never meet. Okay, so this one and this one are parallel, all right? So we have the shortest side of the parallel, that's the the shortest side of the trapezoid is called the side A, and the base is the longest side, is B, represented by B. Now, to calculate the area of this trapezoid, we have to know the height. So the height of the trapezoid is, remember how we explained what the height of the triangle was? Well, the trapezoid is the same. So it's just kind of this little H in here that is formed. And we have a value for that.
Miss Cycle, telephone call line 3. Miss Cycle, telephone call line 3.
Sorry about that. Okay, so the formula for the area of the trapezoid is this. Area equals side A plus side B divided by 2. All this times the height. So you see, this is your A, remember, your A in here, that's your A, and your B, and the height. So you have all the values needed to calculate area. So now we're going to replace values. So for A in here is 4, that's the 4. For B in here is the 7, that's the 7 divided by 2 times 2.5. Now you have to remember that you have to solve this equation, you have to know the order of operations. You have to solve what's inside the brackets first, and then you times the height. So I'm going to add 4 plus 7 divided by 2. So that gives me 11 divided by 2. It gives me the 2.5 centimeters.
Multiplied by 2.5.
Sorry, 5.5 centimeters.
Yep, 5.5.
And when I am timing 5.5 times 2.5, I'm going to have this answer, 13.75 centimeters squared. That's the units for the trapezoid. I would like you also always answer the question with a full sentence. So the complete answer should be the area of this trapezoid is 13.75 square centimeters. All right? So now I would like you guys to try this. So I want you to determine the area of the following trapezoid. Okay? So you have a trapezoid in here. You have this information with you. Now, I want you to do this in 3 steps. Step 1, identify what's H, what's the value for A, for B, and H. The step 2, I want you to write it down the formula of the trapezoid that you already know it. And step 3, I want you to replace these values in the formula and find the area of this trapezoid. Can you please do that? And I'm going to see if you guys got the correct answer. So I am going to,
Whoops, we're not going to show you that yet.
okay, I am just going to just tell you again, follow step 1, 2, and 3. Try to work on it, and I'm going to show you the solution, and I want you to correct yourself and tell me if you did it right or wrong. So here is the solution.
So at this point, if you're going to be honest, you want to pause this video. You're going to see that little button there. It kind of looks like that. You're going to pause it. Pause. Not like the pause on a bear. Not that kind of pause. We don't want those. We want you to pause the video and try to do this question. If you know you can do this question, then you shouldn't have to worry about anything else. Once you have an answer, you're going to go a bit forward, and you're going to look at this solution, which Ms. Terrio has expertly done. And she's given you all this information here. So you, again, can pause it here and find your answer.
No, play it. It just went wrong. The whole thing, my voice is going to throw them out.
See, Miss Terrio is kind of freaking out. She thinks she did this poorly, but I think she did it really well. So what we're going to say is, we're going to say thank you. You see, I just messed that up too. Thank you. There we go. For watching. Miss Terrio, would you like to add anything?
No.
How about a big happy
I think
face?
it's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just
and make him really, really excited.
please
Look
practice.
at those eyebrows.
Please
and
practice.
please practice. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye now.